You've got a friend in me. Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the highly anticipated Toy Story 4. And 4 things I want from it. Actually, 2 things I want from it and 2 things I want in it, kinda. So let's get started, shall we? Number 4, what happened to Sid? Now, everyone's seen Toy Story. Everyone. And if you haven't, what the hell? What have you been doing with your life? What? Tell me. What have you been doing? Anyway, everyone's seen Toy Story. Or should have. And in Toy Story, if you remember, there was Andy's neighbor, kid Sid, who liked to blow toys up. He was very psychotic. He was the beginnings of a psychopath. Well, he was a psychopath, but he was in the very early stages of it because he was like 11 or something. And he destroyed toys. Near the end of the movie, he tried to destroy Buzz, and Woody saved his life by talking to Sid and making Sid see his toys being alive, which psychologically messed him up. Hi, Poncho. And it mentally screwed him up. So, which is a good thing if you think about it, that Woody did that, because he could have so easily went from torturing toys to humans when he grew up. So, in a way, Woody did people all a favor. So, yeah. And what I'd like to see in Toy Story 4, which I don't think we're gonna see it, but I'd love to see if there's a scene, because the 4th one's gonna be about Buzz and Woody going to go find Bo Peep, and I'll get to that in a little bit with number 2. But anyway, it's going to be about them trying to find Bo Peep, and them going out in the world most likely to try to find her. Now, I'd love to see a scene, even though it's far away from where Sid lived, because at the end of the first Toy Story, Andy moved. We don't know how much farther away, but he's not living near Sid anymore. Now, I'd love to see if the toys came across this poster, and they're like, hey, look, it's Sid, from years ago, Sid. And it's he's in the psych ward, which he most likely is. And is he in a psych ward, which he most likely is? What's going on with Sid? I want to know what's going on with Sid, since this might very well be the final Toy Story. What would be a better kind of closure thing than seeing what the bully from 1 is up to now? He's still in a psych ward, which I think he is. What he's seen, that he's not going to be able to live life normally. So, yeah. Okay, number 3. What's up with... Where's Andy now? Now, Andy, Toys' original owner, everyone loves Andy. The toys love Andy. Everyone loves Andy. Now, at the end of Toy Story 3, his family... Andy, he was going off to college, and he gave his family's friend's daughter, Bonnie, the toys. It was a very touching moment. Everyone cried when he said goodbye to the toys, and you can't watch it and not cry. I'm not gonna cry, I had to burp. Excuse me. There I go. So, he said goodbye, everyone cries. And plus, everyone cried. If you didn't watch that and not cry, you have no freaking soul in here. Okay? You don't. So, he's off to college, and I think it'd be great if, this probably won't happen at all. But I love it if there's something of a time jump, and Bonnie would be a teenager, which I don't think that's going to happen. She'll probably be about the same age she was in Toy Story 3. Anyway, I'd love it if there's a time jump and she was a teenager, and since Andy's family's friends with her family, because we know that his mom will be in Toy Story 4, Laurie Metcalf's in the cast, so hopefully we'll see her interact, talking to Bonnie's mom and being oh yeah, Andy's off, he has a girlfriend, or he has a wife, he has a couple kids. Now, if somehow, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it's years later and Bonnie's a teenager, maybe she could babysit Andy's kids, and Andy's kids could be playing with Woody, Buzz, Rex, Ham, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, Jesse, Bullseye, all of them. And it'd be so cool to see, if it is the last movie, Andy's kids playing with the toys that their father played with when he was a kid. And that would be so emotionally beautiful. And, it brings tears to your eyes, because apparently Tim Allen, the voice of Buzz, awesome, said that we're going to cry again. And it's like, come on, Pixar, haven't we cried enough with Toy Story 3? But no, they're going to make us cry again in Toy Story 4. But I think it'd be awesome if it came full circle and Andy's kids played with their father's toys. And, come full circle. Damn it, why didn't I think of this like 2 years ago when they were in the very early script writing stages, whatever. Damn it, and I didn't know. Could have figured that out and wrote into Pixar, and they could have possibly liked it enough to put it in the movie. Damn it. Okay, so number 2, a compelling story. Now, Toy Story 1 had a great story with Woody being the favorite toy, and a new toy coming in, Buzz, and his number one-ness for the toys being threatened by Buzz. Because, he's a space toy, Woody's a cowboy. Andy's gonna most likely want to play with the space toy over a cowboy. So, yeah. That was, the story for 1. Story for Toy Story 2 was Woody was kidnapped by a toy collector. Buzz went and saved him. That's how he met Jesse and Bullseye and Stinky Pete. Suck it, Stinky Pete. You deserve wherever garbage fill you're in. Whatever. Toy Story 3, the toys dealing with Andy going off to college. Beautiful, compelling story. And then going to a daycare and escaping Lotso, the creepy bear, and stuff like that. And compelling story. Now, in 4, I'd love a compelling story. Now, it's been revealed that this one will be a love story about Woody and Buzz going out into the world to find Bo Peep. Now, when I read this, when I found this out, I was like, I don't know, because Bo Peep, who's in 1 and 2, she was in 3, but her being in 1 and 2, you only see her 15 minutes total in the first 2. It's like, I don't know if I want the 4th one to revolve around a toy. We don't see that much in the first 2. But, I have faith in them. And plus, Bo Peep's kind of a slut. Okay? She's a hoe. Okay? Sorry, Pixar, but, it's true. There's my kitty. Hi, Tip. Anyway. Anyway. Because these are literally her lines. Maybe I can get someone else to watch the sheep tonight. I'm a couple blocks away. Final one is, I found my moving buddy. Okay, now this is where the hoe comes in. She says this about Buzz, while Woody is a couple inches away from Buzz. Her literal boy toy. Okay? Don't say that when he's right there. Okay? So, yeah. And, she's okay. Bo Peep's cool. But I don't know if I want a whole 4th Toy Story revolved around her. But, I have faith in Pixar. They'll come up with something great like they usually do. And it'll be great. And I know a lot of people were saying by the way 3 ended, don't make a 4th one, you're going to ruin it. And I 100% agree. I'm on that side, but I'm also excited for Toy Story 4. Because if you said you're not going to go see Toy Story 4 when it comes out, you are someone that has constipation and that you are full of shit. Now, you're just full of shit, okay? You're gonna go see this movie because you love these toys. You love this world. You just love this franchise. Everyone does. Mostly everyone. I'm sure there's people out there that hate it, but haters gonna hate. Anyway, you're just gonna go see it since you love it. And I'm the same way. Like, I didn't want it, but thinking about it, and by the way, Tim Allen's talking about it, it's gonna be a great story. Gonna be heartbreaking, beautiful. I'm excited. I'm just excited because I love these toys. I love this world. I love these movies. And yeah. And number one, I want a satisfying conclusion. Now, the most important thing about a movie, if you think about it, is the conclusion. The conclusion of a movie or TV show makes everything. Because if you watch a movie and it's like, oh, this is a great movie, then it's a terrible one, and you're like, F this movie. It's, no matter what, if it's a satisfying ending, you're going to love it, You're going to want to keep watching it. Whereas if it's a bad one, you're like, screw it, I don't want to watch it anymore. Now, Toy Story 4, I want a great conclusion. I want to walk away from Toy Story 4 in the movie theater thinking, that was a good sequel. That was a good movie. That movie, I could see why we needed it. That movie was just fantastic. I just want a conclusion to one of the best movie series of all time. And it most likely being Pixar's last sequel, although I want a Monsters, Inc. 2, Lost in Scaradise. I have a petition. If you know the story, go sign the petition, please, to hopefully convince Pixar to make it. I need 1,000 signatures. I need 1,000 more signatures, and yeah, hopefully convince Pixar to make it. Anyway, that's 4 things I want from Toy Story 4. Comment below things you want to see in Toy Story 4, and so long, partner.